YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy back with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to talk to y'all on how to edit videos in at least 30 minutes. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. Let's jump into it. So the first things first, you got to pick an editing software that you really align with and you really feel comfortable using every single time you create content. So if it's CapCut, if it's iMovie, if it's Final Cut, if it's Final Cut for iPad, just pick something. If it's Adobe, pick something that works best for you. I know there's a lot of people who say they prefer Adobe or Final Cut. Just pick a software that works best for you. So that way, when you're making videos, when you sit down after you've made the video, you're not like, I gotta sit here and edit. And I'm gonna be honest, editing is not my favorite aspects of being a content creator, but that's all right. Later on, when we get big, we're gonna have our own like editor that we'll hire and things like that, and whatever. But wishful thinking. All right, the next tip. Hold up. The next tip. Let me make sure I'm in frame. All right, boom. The next tip. You want to trim the unnecessary fat from the video. So what I mean that is take the unnecessary parts out of your video. So like, let's say for instance, if you pause, you know what I'm saying, and you're just like, I want to take that part out. Or let's say you say something and you kind of start laughing, because that happens to me all the time. You could just literally trim that part out. And one tip I would give to y'all, instead of doing for your A-roll, instead of doing a bunch of like records, right? You just do one solid recording. You make a mistake, so what? You just pause, keep going, and then cut that out, right? Instead of having to have all these clips that you have to dump on your timeline, you could just have one A-roll clip and then your several B-roll clips. If you want to do that in your videos, you can go ahead and just have one clip so you don't have to go through this process of trying to find which part goes first, right? All right. The next tip is you're going to want to add text, animations, transitions, things like that. You want to add things that kind of give that little spice to your video. You know what I'm saying? Like that will give you, a little bit of, change of pace, and it'll keep the viewer engaged. So add text, pop-ups, like let's say for instance, you want to bring a call to action, like this one right here, this little segue, subscribe, like, share, things like that. You want to do that. But also we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So do me a favor, if you could subscribe, that would be tremendous. All right. Now, the next thing. Now, I know this is going to go completely against the grain on everything I said thus far, but hear me out. This is my favorite aspect. You want to not edit, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you this. This is crazy, but I feel most comfortable where I just make a video. I'm talking to the camera. It's just A-roll. It's me having a conversation. It feels like me and you right now. You're watching this video, right? It's me and you are having a conversation. Instead of doing that, you'll treat it as like a live stream. And this is called as is. When you go live on any other platform, YouTube in particular, once you're live, that is it. If you make a mistake, there's no way to edit it out. And that's how I became so natural at talking to the camera, because basically I could just talk to y'all, and it is what it is, right? And the thing is, for me, with my lifestyle, since I have a 9-to-5, I don't have all the time to always edit, but I want to make videos on a daily basis. So try this method. It made things so easier for me. Let me know what y'all think. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. I like to keep things simple. So focus on basic editing, right? Instead of trying to put a bunch of transitions and text, etc., try to focus on just doing a little bit of a transition when you're changing topics, or just doing quick jump cuts, right? Right when you said something else, just cut right there and then jump to the next one. I think it's a two-step process: trim, cut, transition, and leave it at that. Don't try to put all this emphasis on trying to make a video more than what it's not. Make it just basic. Let's keep it simple. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? When we're starting out. Later on, we can focus on doing those things, right? All right, last one. And do me a favor, like I said, smash that like button. Anyway, when you're doing all of this, the main idea is to focus on just being yourself. Don't put all this time into extensive editing. Focus on just being you and connecting with your audience. That is the most important thing. That's how you're going to build your tribe. That's how you're going to find your people. Don't go crazy. I'm telling y'all, it'll be so much easier. And then think about it like this. Once you have your editing routine down packed, then you can focus on the main thing, and that's creating content. That's why I put an emphasis on doing the live stream aspect. So that way you're not sitting here feeling like, you know, I gotta do these edits, right? It's editing's not my favorite thing. But when you take these steps, I'm not gonna edit that out. When you take these steps to make it simple, you can just turn the camera, set it down, have a conversation with your audience like I am right now, and just keep doing it and rinse and repeat. Listen, I had to drop this quick video because this was on my mind, because it's like someone had asked me a question in my passing about editing, and it doesn't have to be complicated. I appreciate y'all making it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you so much. I will see y'all on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.